Okay, a lot of different things to be said about VAR, but I always assumed that there would be a certain amount of decorum that's provided to it, okay? And I feel like in the vast majority of things, when we're talking about football and soccer, given my accent and the fact that I am from the state of Florida, I am being educated by the vast majority of you on the deeper currents, right? Of specific football and culture all over the world, particularly ball knowledge that goes past like 2010, right? Like if you go beyond 2010, my ball knowledge becomes borderline atrocious, right? And I give borderlines just to make me feel better and be able to sleep at night. So there are a lot of different things that we have a nice pirate parlay about, and you educate me on all these different things. But VAR is kind of the reverse. It always has been for me, for this channel, where I is somebody that has grown up in a bunch of different sports that I realize you might not care about, but are big and various parts of the world care about them, whether it be, you know, freaking Serbia and a lot of former Yugoslavia with basketball, or like everybody but Europe when it comes, or everybody but Europe and Africa when it comes to baseball. Well, reviews and in video reviews, I guess I should be more specific. They've been a part of those games for a long time. Even in baseball when it comes to home runs, and then they've added in other video review stuff more recently. But with all of that practice comes some refined understandings about how to apply this video review technology, which is why I was so mind blown when I saw this clip from the Nottingham Forest match. Nottingham Forest played obviously on the weekend. It's kind of their job. They played Southampton. They ended up winning 3-2, which is important. Is there a siren? Do you hear that? But beating Southampton, very important. Southampton can't beat anyone. They have 6 points all year, and Nottingham Forest takes a 3-0 lead in the first half. But then Southampton's able to cut it to 3-1. Jan Bednarik scored a goal. And I believe this is the incident, right? We get down to the 64th minute. I'm 98% sure, right? And a VAR review has to take place in order to determine whether a player is offside. And then I saw something that completely and utterly blew my mind. Like I was saying, this is the referee of this game jogging over to conduct his video review. And rather hilariously, the fans that are around the video monitor are offering up their credit cards, their wallets. I make this joke on stream all the time. I make this joke on stream. Every single time they're going to a VAR review, I used to have a wad of British pounds that I would throw at the camera. I've done all sorts of stupid stuff like that. But doing it in real life, I mean, it's funny. It's obviously funny. And I don't blame the fans for doing it one bit, because they're right behind the video board, which raises the fucking question. Why are the fans right next to the video board? There's no way this is a good idea. One, there is not enough, there's no security here. Right? If you do get an incredibly boozed up piece of shit behind there, they could try to like actually mess with the screen. I feel like, as somebody that knows how monitors and TVs work, that there might be an HDMI cable or a power cord that somebody is literally in proximity to be able to reach over and grab. I mean, look at this guy. This white thing, I'm assuming, is what's powering this screen. It's in some way attached to this screen. This dude is on that white thing. He is like beyond the screen. If the ref is going to get super close to the screen to try and make a judgment here, he's going to be making out with this dude. Okay, there's no way this is okay, because there's 1,000,001 things that could go wrong in this situation. Somebody has a water, somebody has a beer, somebody has some food. There's no way the ref is fully in a safe position. Now, obviously, if you are an administrator of a stadium, if somebody throws anything or threatens or messes with this, you kick them out of the stadium immediately. But it's not going to stop that one person from doing it before you kick them out of the stadium anyways. Not to mention that a referee is supposed to be impartial. And, you know, with the exception of David Coote, I believe that they largely are, at least at the very top level of the game, in countries that don't have a rampant history of this sort of stuff, right? That they're impartial, but it is much harder to make these types of calls, to make these types of decisions when you are understandably paying attention to all of the other shit that's happening around you, right? Like, there's no way, if you watch the course of this clip, there's no way he doesn't notice this. There's no way he's not distracted in some way by this. I mean, they are right there. And if you're wondering how this is done in sports that traditionally do reviews all the time, the sports I grew up watching, they do not do the review standing right at the front of the crowd. This is psychotic. You let your imagination run wild. I came up with a few examples to try and illustrate how psychotic it is. But they actually have either a tablet that they bring out on a stand and put on the field, so they're very far away from the fans in that instance, or they have they used to have, particularly when I was younger, and I think they still have in some places, this kind of hooded thing. It's almost like a black box, like those old photographers in the Civil War would throw the kind of tarp over their head to take the picture so that they could see. Right? One of those types of things so that they're able to cut out the outside world. And even then, those kind of hooded things, it's not right in front of the fans because then you can hear them. Then you're in them trying to make a decision. It's like trying to make a penalty call when you've got the ultras just screaming in your ear. Right? Which of course they are, but at least they're screaming in your ear from a safe distance. There's a lot of things wrong. All right? There are a lot of things wrong with VAR. The way it's applied, just an complete misunderstanding of how any of this is supposed to work. All right, but some of those are very difficult to fix. This has got to be really easy to fix. You got to find somewhere else to put the damn video screen. There's no way that you can keep doing this. This should hilarious move. Loved the move. Very funny from the fans. Don't blame the fans at all. They, in this particular instance, were just having a good time. They were having a laugh. Their team was up by a couple of goals at this time anyways, and they would only end up winning by 1 goal, though, so the review kind of became a little important, right? They didn't do anything wrong. Everything that was done wrong was by the league, and then the referee just has to pay the price. In this particular instance, having to conduct a video review, in the crowd. Well, you might as well put him in the fucking 8th row. Have him go up to the box or something and have to walk through the crowd before he makes a decision. Here's your solution. We've got to be solution-oriented on this channel. I can't just sit here and rant about things forever. Put it in the tunnel. Put it in the tunnel. You can have cameras in the tunnel. I don't want to make it seem like there's shady dealings going on, but fucking put it in the tunnel. The ref goes into the tunnel, right? You've got a camera that you can even put on the big screen at all of these major sporting events, right? That shows that the ref is in the tunnel, reviewing the video. So nobody gets all antsy that the ref just disappears and, comes back and makes a call. Put it in the tunnel. It's right there. It's where the players and the refs walk out from to begin with. It takes 5 extra seconds for them to go down there. Put the damn video screen in the tunnel. Put a GoPro above it so that you can show that nothing shady is happening. And I've solved this entire problem. And we've got the referees that are able to go there and make these decisions in peace, because they're already going to fuck up enough of the decisions to begin with. We don't want to put them in a situation that's going to cause them to fuck up even more decisions because they are in the middle of the crowd trying to make a decision, which, like this decision, ends up being against said crowd. Crazy. I can't believe this is real. I thought it was edited the first time I saw it.